First of all, some teams are in legend stage, right? So sometimes they may not have the craziest skins yet because they are still accumulating. Yeah, for example, s1mple, Navi, they're in the legend stage, so I don't even know if he already got crazy skins. AWP Dragonlord 4x, ABP, that's crazy. Yeah, this one he, I think, used during the last tournaments as well. Whoever borrowed this to him, I think it's Kui, which is not a Chinese collector, but I think he is from America, if I'm not mistaken. Good guy, by the way. Just lets him have it for, I guess, a longer time. Then we have a Desert Eagle from a German collector. This one is from Psylocke, if I'm not mistaken, which we also recently discussed, right? This used to be a 4x. A Ruffle monster back in the day. Scraped 2 different Keto 14 holos. Made it a 2x. Absolutely incredible Desert Eagle. And s1mple, if he doesn't want to go for the 4x Hyperpower holo AWP Dragonlord, hey, he still got a second one. Titan holo. I prefer the IBP one. If I'm honest. Glock Fade, same vibes. Titan holo best position. Crown foil right next to it. Fade percentage as well, really nice. 93%. That is not too bad. Main play knife is probably this knife right here, which is of course, crazy Karambit Blue Gem Pattern X 463, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And this one was also the one that Munizi used to own. Munizi played with this one as well during some recent tournaments. One of my favorite patterns. I remember back in the day when I just started in skins, I saw on YouTube a top 10 Blue Gem tier list. And I saw this one and they called it the Blue Eye pattern. And brother, I was absolutely going crazy for this one. I was in love at first sight. Let me be honest, it was crazy. Very expensive knife. I tried to buy it very recently from this guy, YZ, is a Chinese collector, he owns it. And he asked from me, I think it was $18,000. We have an AKK Sergeant, reverse scar pattern. Yeah, not the number 1 pattern, but the number 2 pattern. With 2 Titan holos, 2 IBPs in the middle. This used to be a 2 Titan holo AK. I think very recently, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, a Chinese collector bought it and applied the 2 IBPs. The Titans were on it already for ages. Once the stickers, when they were worth like a couple of cents. IBPs got applied when they were worth thousands. We have some Sport Gloves Pandora's Box, which is a nice combo, of course. Together with the Karambit. But he also got Vice Gloves, which he could switch to. Not too bad. This is the combo together with the Karambit. I think I prefer the Vice Gloves. Chat, this is number 1. This is number 2. I think I prefer the Vice Gloves. How the cyan fits together. Everybody's saying number 2. We have an oh my god. 2x IBP holo, 2x Titan holo. This one I used to own at myself, chat. I sold it for $4,800 if I'm not mistaken. And involved in the trade, you may say L. It's not an L. Why? Because I traded it for skins worth of $4,800. Yeah, and I still have the skin that I traded for it, plus the guy added cash. This is the gun that I traded for it, and he added some BTC if I'm not mistaken. I sold it to QKSS, a Chinese collector. Gave me this one plus a bunch of cash. Was a W trade. Yeah, you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Congrats on your loss. Guys, back then it was a good trade. Nowadays, I don't know if I would have done the trade, okay? Here's a Scout Blood in the Water. Interesting. This one, if I'm not mistaken, I saw recently sell on buff because I had this one forever in my favorites list because I wanted to buy it myself. Is it the same one? I think it is, right? Titan, Clan Mystic, IBP Mouse. I think it sold for 40,000 RMB. Yeah, it's the same one. Exactly the same one. Sold for, this is round about $7,000. And now, the person who bought it lent it out to s1mple for the major. Pretty cool. He has a nice USPS. Yeah, his own stickers 4X. Stockholm stickers. Not Rio stickers. I wonder why. He still has a Stiletto knife that he has sitting around for a long time. And I remember he was using this one as well. So he does have one of the most expensive Karambits. And a quite cheap, in comparison, Stiletto knife. This is not the most expensive pattern, not even close. Number 1 pattern is full blue. Even the handle is full blue on the number 1. This one is a somewhat lower tier pattern. Still worth a couple of thousands. He has a cheesy little mixed Kato Deagle and M4. He still has, of course, one of the weirdest RVPs that any pro player has ever used. It is an AWP Fade 4x Kato 14 with the IBP being scraped. The IBP is scraped down to 6%, yeah? I think it was a Russian content creator making this craft, or Ukrainian, I can't remember, but Russian speaking. And I think he gifted it to s1mple, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty cool. Vadya, was it Vadya? Okay. Of course, as well, we skipped it. Nomad knife, Blue Gem, pattern X 456. Wow. I don't think this is a number 1 pattern, but it's very, very close. The number 1 pattern is a different pattern, 577, which is fully blue. His pattern almost fully blue. Almost as good as it gets. Worth over 10,000 somewhere. That's s1mple's inventory. Not too bad.